Hey, how's it going, guys? We were talking some Penn State football today. Penn State got right back on track by beating Maryland. It wasn't the prettiest win, but got the job done. And there's some things to take away from this game. Jahan Dotson, definitely one of the big headlines, breaking the Penn State all-time single-game record. It was like 242 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I knew Dotson had it in him to do something like this and break out in a game. Um, when you look at Dotson, it's just so funny because he doesn't always look like the best receiver on the field, but like this, he's just so smooth. He doesn't have like amazing size, and he has good athletic ability and speed, but it's not like he's some 4-3 guy necessarily like KJ Hamler. Like he's a beast though. He's about the smoothest receiver that you can be at this level. I mean, it's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of maybe like Jerry Jeudy. I remember Jerry Jeudy as a route runner at Alabama. He had a little more size, but still he was very smooth. And Dotson, just watching him, I kind of get the same feeling. So yeah, it was very frustrating in the first half though, because 7-6 against Maryland, it just felt kind of like it might be Illinois all over again. You're struggling against a bad team, really, that you should beat. And Maryland is a team that I really hate, so I really wanted to blow them out. It took a while, but we finally were able to get up 3 scores. The defense, I thought, played well, as they have been lately, and the offense, as it's been, is just inconsistent and very big play-oriented. Kind of reminds me of 2019 because it was the exact same way. It's probably a little bit better than last year because last year it wasn't a very big play offense at all. It was very methodical, just kind of run the ball up the middle, short throws. It wasn't really, it didn't seem to be much of a quick strike big play offense, which we have now. But still, the offense needs room to grow. I mean, they need to be better if they expect to get to a playoff or something, because they're not equipped to be able to score a lot of points in a game. What was the most points we've seen them score all year? I'm trying to think. It was what, against Ball State, maybe? Like, I see some teams touch in the 50s pretty regularly. I haven't seen Penn State really do that this year, and it's a team that needs a whole lot of improvement in the next few years on the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, I think, has done a good job, and we are capable of beating teams if we put up defensive performances like we have this year for the most part. And so yeah, second half a little bit better. We're able to break away late in the fourth quarter, but still, it was a tied game in the fourth quarter with about 12 minutes left in the game. So that's unacceptable. It should have been over quicker than that. And we'll see how Penn State does against Michigan this week. It's going to be a helmet stripe game, which is basically just a white out with 4 sections being in blue. We'll see how cool of effect it looks. It might look like a helmet stripe, it might not. It's whatever though. It's at noon, so it won't be the night game effect, which makes these types of stripe outs or white outs or whatever cooler. But it should still be a good atmosphere. Michigan top 10 team, and we beat Michigan the last 2 games now, so or the last 2 years, and hopefully we can make it 3 in a row. It'd be great if we can win out and go 9-3. Technically, Penn State's still in the Big Ten title hunt. If Penn State wins out, and Ohio State has 3 tough opponents coming up in Purdue, Michigan State, and Michigan now. Do I think they're going to lose to all 3 of those opponents? No. Heck, they might not even lose to one of them. But Purdue is very capable, as we've seen this season, of upsetting teams. I mean, Ohio State hasn't looked good against good teams. I mean, heck, they went up against 3-6 Nebraska and only won by 6 points. So that's not something that they should be proud of at all. And I could definitely see them losing 1 or 2 of the next 3 games. But I don't see them losing all 3. But if that does happen and Penn State wins out, they are in the Big Ten title. Maybe a couple other things might have to happen, but there's some realistic possibilities here. But still, I wouldn't think too much about that. Penn State right now should just be worrying about themselves winning out and hopefully going 9-3 and then getting to a good bowl game. That'd be great. So yeah, guys, hopefully this win kind of gets them right back on track and able to get some big wins over some good teams in Michigan and Michigan State. All right, well, thank you guys. We are Penn State.